Hollywood is a place of dreams, actions, and romance, isn't it? It has been a symbol of glamour, fame, and wealth. But the greatest entertainment industry around the globe has some dark history and conspiracy theories wrapped around it. From organized crime to ridiculous scandals, Hollywood has it all. Welcome to The Hidden Agenda once again. Today, we're going to share our picks for the top 10 Hollywood conspiracy theories of all time. So, get ready for a wild ride, folks. We're diving into the conspiracy theories swirling around Hollywood and its stars. So, hit that subscribe button now and join us for more videos like this one. 1. Nicolas Cage is a vampire. The famous actor named Nicolas Cage was born in the year 1964. One day in 2011, a man named Jack Mord found an old picture from the 19th century and posted it on eBay. The man in the picture looked a lot like Nicolas Cage, but Mord has a wild theory. He believes that Nicolas Cage was actually a vampire who changed his appearance every 50 years. That is why he's never looked older. The theory got so popular that even David Letterman asked Nicolas Cage about it on his talk show. Nicolas Cage just laughed and said it wasn't true, but he did admit that the man in the picture looked like him. 2. George Lucas directed The Return of the Jedi. George Lucas is known for creating the original Star Wars trilogy, but did you know that he only directed the first movie? The second movie, The Empire Strikes Back, was directed by Irvin Kershner, and the third movie, Return of the Jedi, was directed by Richard Marquand. But there's a rumor that George Lucas was really in charge. People say that he was always on the set and helping Marquand, who was not very experienced. There are also some rumors that Lucas even shot some of the scenes himself. Some people believe that he controlled Marquand and was really the one directing. Others think that the movie was made in the editing room with Lucas and his wife Marcia, making the final changes. Either way, George Lucas only got credits for writing the story and screenplay. 3. Jayne Mansfield was a Satanist. Jayne Mansfield was a famous actress in the 1950s and 1960s. She was known for her beauty and sex appeal. She was even a Playboy playmate. People say that she dated Robert and John Kennedy. Mansfield was the first actress to show her naked body in a movie. The movie was called Promises, and it came out in 1963. But there was more to Jayne than just her movie career. Some people say that she was a Satanist. This means that she believed in Satan and worshipped him. In 1966, she went to a church where people worshipped Satan. The leader of the church, Anton Levy, named her the High Priestess of the Satanist Church in San Francisco. This caused a lot of talks, and many people thought that Jayne was really a Satanist. Years later, Anton's daughter Carla confirmed that Jayne was a Satanist and that she even dated Carla's father. 4. Tommy Wiseu didn't direct The Room. Tommy Wiseu was known for making bad movies. He was born in Poland and made a movie called The Room. He wrote, directed, and acted in the movie himself. However, some people say that someone else actually directed the movie. The person was the script supervisor, Sandy Schlur. Sandy said that he directed the movie because Tommy was too busy acting. Another person who worked on the movie agreed with Sandy's story. Even the co-star, Greg Sestero, said that Sandy often took over filming duties from Tommy, but Tommy denies these allegations. 5. Bruce Lee and the Triads. Bruce Lee's death is a mystery, and many people have different ideas about what really happened. He was very healthy, so his death at 32 years old was strange. The official cause was swelling in the brain, but some people think it was because of an allergic reaction to the medicine he took for a headache. However, some people believe that he was killed by a group called the Chinese Triads. They had many reasons to do it, like business and money problems, because Lee once denied providing protection money. But no one knows for sure that they would have killed him. This theory has been around for a long time, but there is no proof. 6. Paul Thomas Anderson directed A Prairie Home Companion. In 2006, a movie called A Prairie Home Companion was released. It was a comedy and had music too. The person who made the movie was Robert Altman. He was famous for making another movie called The Mash in 1970. Sadly, Robert passed away just a few months after the movie was released in America. Some people didn't think he could finish the movie because he was very old and not feeling well. He had a sickness called leukemia that took his life. To make sure the movie would be finished, another director named Paul Thomas Anderson was hired just in case Robert couldn't do it. Some people think that Paul actually directed the movie, not Robert. But Robert said this wasn't true before he died. No one knows for sure what really happened. 7. The Illuminati. Do you know about the Illuminati? People have been talking about it for many years. A long time ago, in 1776, the Illuminati started in Germany as a secret group, but soon the government shut them down. Even though they didn't last long, people started to believe that the group was still going and that they started the French Revolution. Today, people talk about the Illuminati when they mean different groups they say that are connected to the original group. Some people think that famous people and rich people are all part of the Illuminati. They say that the Illuminati wants to take control of the world and that they use things like movies, TVs, and music to spread their ideas. Some people even think that Hollywood is just a way for the Illuminati to show their ideas to people. What do you think? 8. Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing. With this entry, we learn about 2 conspiracy theories. One of them is that 20% of Americans believe that the moon landing was fake. They think the footage was made on a movie set and directed by Stanley Kubrick. Nobody knows how this theory started. Many people don't know where a theory comes from. It's called a sound conspiracy. One reason people think this is because NASA asked Kubrick, who was a famous movie director, to help trick the world after he made the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. But what about the flags and footprints left on the moon? People have questions about that. 9. Marilyn Monroe was killed. When a famous entertainer dies young, in strange ways, people will start to have their own ideas about what happened. This was true for Marilyn Monroe, who died at 36 on August 4, 1962. The lurid circumstances of Marilyn's death made national headlines. The official reason for her death was taking too many sleeping pills. She may have taken too many sleeping pills because she was under the effect of drugs and could not keep count. Some people believe that Marilyn killed herself, but others think that someone else did it and made it look like an accident or a suicide. One famous writer, Norman Mailer, wrote that Marilyn was killed by the government because of her relationship with Robert F. Kennedy. But most people did not believe this idea. The true reason for Marilyn's death is still not clear. 10. Spielberg directed Poltergeist. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Steven Spielberg became a famous filmmaker. He helped make many movies and is still doing it today. He also helped other filmmakers like Robert Zemeckis and Joe Dante. But there is one movie where people aren't sure how much Steven Spielberg helped make it. In 1979, Steven Spielberg was making a science fiction movie called Night Skies. But when the director, Tobe Hooper, was asked to make the movie, he said no. Instead, he wanted to make a ghost story. Tobe had just moved into an old office of a famous filmmaker named Robert Weiss and had found a book about one of his movies, The Haunting. Tobe and Steven both loved that movie, so they started making a ghost story together. While Steven was making Raiders of the Lost Ark, he wrote a new story for the ghost movie and Tobe helped with ideas. But Steven wasn't happy with the first script, so he rewrote it and changed the name of the movie to Poltergeist. Now, people are not sure who helped make Poltergeist. Tobe says he helped make half of the storyboards, but Steven and the movie's co-producer say that Steven made all of the storyboards. There are also some rough pages made by Steven that match the movie's shots and editing. Did you enjoy this video? Check out other videos from our channel and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.